Are you focused on the provision or on the provider? God has many names referenced in the Bible, and one of those names is Jehovah Jireh, which simply means God will provide. In other words, He is more than enough. But God had to remind me that He is more than enough. How did He do that? I'll tell you. My husband and I like to keep a spreadsheet of our budget, our financial goals, our income, our expenses, things like that. And I had become really obsessed with that budget here lately. I kept looking at the numbers. I kept seeing what was ahead and the needs that were up ahead. And I started to panic. I started to panic thinking, we don't have enough for this upcoming need. Even though it's still a while away, I like to be prepared and I like to plan ahead. And I'm so focused on the provision, on the answer for this need. And I'm telling God how to answer it. I'm telling God, God, if you did this, if you did that, it will take care of this need. Until last week, I go out for my bike ride and I'm praying and probably giving Him a laundry list of my needs. There again, telling Him how He can answer those needs. When He gently nudges my heart and He tells me this: you have been so focused on the provision, more focused on the provision than you have been focused on the provider. That really pricked my heart because I had been focused on the provision, on the answer, instead of being focused on Him. I had to immediately repent and ask for forgiveness because He's never forsaken us and He never will. Philippians 4:19 tells us, but my God shall supply all your need according to His riches in glory, not ours. Or what about Ephesians 3:20? He is able to do exceeding abundantly more than we could ever ask or think of, according to the power that works in us. What power is that? That is the power of God. That is God inside of you. That's the power that works in you that allows Him to do exceeding abundantly above all that we can ever think or ask for. A friend of mine shared a very personal testimony on Facebook talking about having our focus on the Lord and taking our focus off of Him and what happens when we take our focus off of Him. So that was another little step that God was showing me. Keep your eyes on me. Don't take your focus off of me. But it didn't stop there. You see, after that, after talking to my friend after church on Sunday, I came straight home to record this video. And every time I attempted to open my mouth to share with you what God had spoken to me, I froze. So I finally gave up. I had to stop and I walked away. And then a couple of days later, the Lord shared with me why. I have to admit that I had been struggling with some very negative thoughts. I allowed the enemy to say some very ugly things to me, some very mean things to me, until a friend of mine asked me to call her. She didn't even know that I was struggling with anything, but God knew. And when I began to share with her what I was struggling with, she shared some things with me, there again, about focusing on God, because I had been so focused on how God should answer in this area of my struggle instead of focusing on Him. Because when we focus on Him, He'll take care of all the other stuff. He'll take care of everything. God wanted to be the provider of peace in my life. The enemy wanted me to be focused on how the Lord should answer in this area and how the Lord should provide in this area, rather than focus on the provider who knows better than we do on how to answer our needs and how to take care of everything. And you know what? That struggle didn't go away, but the provider stepped in and provided clarity, peace, affirmation, loving kindness, love, gentleness. He provided what I needed. And now this struggle that I considered a struggle is not a struggle anymore, because I am focused on the provider, and he will take care of that need. He will take care of that issue in his time. All I have to do is focus on him. What about you? What area of your life do you need God to be your provider? Is it to provide a financial need? He'll do it. Is it to provide peace? He'll do that too. Strength, comfort, love, forgiveness. Focus more on him as the provider than on the answer itself, because his answers, his ways are not our ways. His ways are above our ways, and he wants to answer and provide for you, provide for that need in ways that you will not expect, have not expected, and he will provide because he loves you so much, and he knows how to provide better for you than you know how to provide for you. Let me encourage you, focus on the provider more than on the provision, so that you can grow in the Lord and influence the world all around you. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Goodbye.